Hello you guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm upstairs in my closet. I just put on some makeup because I am having one of those days where I feel so blah. It's just like that time of the month, and it's literally like a week before I even start that I feel like crap and my mood goes so down, and I have just felt like everything that kind of bothers me like this much more. So I put on a little bit of makeup, I went to the gym, I had a really good workout. I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat really good today and make sure like all my meals are super nutritious. So I've been filming like a what I eat in a day for TikTok. And yeah, so I've got some work done, and then I came up here and got ready. And when Muhammad gets home, we're gonna film a little 1 year of marriage Q&A. I don't know why we haven't done this. I mean, it's been 1 year for almost a month now. So I was like, you know what, we should film this, because the last time we filmed a Q&A was probably before we even, I think it was just like me telling you guys, or us telling you guys the story about how we met. I just look back on how far our relationship has come, and it's so crazy because we were long distance since 2018, and then we got married. And when we got married, I never thought that I would be moving to where he is from in San Antonio, which is so far from my family. I mean, you guys know I shared a little bit of how hard that was for me to move away from my family, because you guys know how close I am with them. And also, let's see, this time last year we were trying to find a house. We were planning a wedding that wasn't even, it was 2 hours from me and 4 hours from him, so it was kind of like a destination wedding, but not technically. So I was traveling a lot to plan that and packing up to leave my parents' house. And I mean, when I think about that at the time, it was hard on me, but I was trying to kind of like push my feelings down, because I thought about all the other women in my life and my father who moved from overseas to come here to go to school, and just they moved away from their family. So I kind of just like told myself that I was gonna do it and it was gonna be fine. And then once I was here, it was really hard on me in the beginning, like really hard. And I had people in my life to talk to, like alhamdulillah, I had a really good support system. It would have been helpful, I think, to like talk to somebody outside of my circle. I think I was a little hesitant considering I was in a new city. I didn't even know which grocery store I was gonna start going to try to find like a therapist. I was just telling myself like, this will pass and I'll get used to it, and I never even tried to find a therapist near me. Looking back, I wish I would have known about BetterHelp, and if you guys haven't heard of BetterHelp, I'm so excited they're sponsoring today's YouTube video. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist really easy because it's online, it's remote, so you don't have to leave your house at all. You can do it from your phone or your computer, and you just answer a few questions, and then they match you with a professional therapist in a few days. I feel like I've learned over the past maybe year and a half that you don't have to have depression or anxiety to go to therapy. You don't have to have some mental health issue to just want to talk to somebody. Anybody and everybody goes through tough times in their life that therapy can give you tools to like navigate something in a different way. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and accessible, because finding a therapist can be really hard when you're just limited to like what's available in your area. Like I said, I really wish a year ago, this time last year when we were first getting married, or even before that, I just had somebody to talk to. I wish I would have known about BetterHelp, just to have an outside person that's not in my circle that I could kind of talk to and like learn how to deal with my anxiety about moving so far and like so many life changes. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box if you guys are at all interested in signing up and just checking out and seeing if there is a therapist on there that you can connect with. It's really easy to sign up. I'll put the link in the description. It's just betterhelp.com/Assad. If you click the link in the description, it really helps my channel, but it'll also get you guys 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. And if you do get connected with your first therapist and you think it's not the best fit, it's no additional cost to switch. I know there were so many girls around the time that I was getting married that were also going through moving away from their family. Things like that are so small compared to like much bigger issues that people deal with, but no matter what you're going through, I would highly recommend you guys considering BetterHelp, just so you can talk to somebody that's outside of your inner circle. Thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video, and Muhammad just got home, so I'm gonna bring him up here so we can start answering some questions together. Look who joined me.
Hello everyone.
Muhammad just got back from work and he got a nice little haircut.
Yes, for my fans, you are welcome.
I was telling them that we haven't filmed a Q&A like since we did that one in my old apartment. Do you remember?
Oh my god, that was like what, 5 years ago?
It's probably so cringe to go back and look at. I asked people on Instagram to ask me questions for us to answer after being married for a year. So we're gonna I screenshot them, but they're in no particular order. Okay, this person asked, what's your favorite thing about being married?
Okay, you can go first.
Oh, you want me to go first on all? It's so hard because there's so many like things that I love about being married. I feel like right now, since we don't have any kids, we're able to do like everything that we want to do, and we're able to be selfish and like just spend time together. So I love just like our routines when you're done with work and I'm done with work, and we cook dinner together and we chill upstairs, being just like hanging out in our house, which is like our favorite thing to do.
My favorite thing about being married is no like one specific thing. It's like a multitude of things, but knowing who you're gonna be with this person for the rest of your life, inshallah. And when you come home, you get to spend all your time with that person. You get to do all the fun things with that one person. I mean, just having that spouse that is your backbone, essentially. Is it true the first year of marriage is the hardest? You wanna go first?
I mean, okay, people always say, oh, like the first year of marriage is so hard.
I don't think it's the whole year. I think it's like the first 2 or 3 months, I think, is the hardest. And it's not like very, very hard. It's just that like you're talking about like, you know, if you've never lived with that person, you're talking about adapting your whole lifestyle to theirs and compromising on things that you never thought you'd have to compromise on, but now you have to because you have a significant other. I think that's the hardest.
And it's like, I have ways of doing things, you have ways of doing things, and we're trying to like figure out how to mesh our routines, and that part's hard. I
think that's the hardest, is just learning how to live with another person. And it's even harder when you've lived by yourself. Like, I think it's easier when you came from, like, say, your family's house and you've never lived alone. But if you came from living by yourself, which we both did, I think that was very hard because we were so established on our routines and how we do certain things.
I mean, I love that we both lived on our own because we knew how to like do things. You know, we didn't come from our parents' house. We didn't know how to cook or clean or like wash our clothes or stuff. So it was nice that we were both, but I think because we both had our own ways, we butt heads a lot. That was hard. Just like the way, like even the way I would wash dishes. Oh, Moma'd hate, even to this day. Like, I just learned that, okay, after we cook dinner and we have like the pots and pans, he doesn't like the way that I clean them, so I just leave them for him, and he enjoys doing that stuff. So it's just things like that. It's not that
I like just love doing dishes. It's just I've worked since I was like 15, and I've worked as like at fast food restaurants. I've done dishes, and I'm just like very OCD about it. So I know things should be clean to the dot.
Anyway.
And not just throw everything in the dishwasher.
The dishwasher is a dishwasher.
Yes, but you don't just throw like a absolutely destroyed plate.
No, I don't do that. I wash it off. Anyways.
Sometimes you do.
Whatever. This says, do you guys really fight? Because both of you and your husband seem very calm.
No, we definitely have our arguments and fights, but
for sure.
It's behind the camera. But the good thing with us is like we get over our fights very quickly. Like, I don't think we have like dragged out fights.
Yeah,
you know, we'll like fight about something, and this one's a little dramatic.
Okay, I will agree with that. I'm more like the dramatic. I think I get that from my side.
I've always figured out, like, to solve a fight, you have to do it face to face, communicate and talk it out.
And I like to just
run away,
storm off and leave.
Running away from your problems.
Run away.
Yeah,
because I want you to come fight for me and look for me.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. The first few times I did, and then I'm like, she's gonna be back in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Also, obviously, we're not gonna like put online what we're fighting.
Yeah.
So just, I feel like that's why I kind of didn't want to do a Q&A because for a while, because obviously people just share the best parts of their relationship online, and they're not gonna show their struggles or things, so I don't want anybody watching this thinking like we never fight, because we
fight
definitely do.
If you don't fight with your spouse, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, everybody
fights.
You could look at the most picture perfect couple and think they're great, but I promise you everyone fights.
Yeah.
It's normal. Some people would say it's healthy, and you know, it is what it is. It's part of marriage, and you know.
It's true. What was the hardest thing to adjust to since moving in? I think that kind of just goes with like the first year of marriage, or first few months being hard. I think the hardest thing was like just adjusting to both of our routines, like we said. But once we got, like, we were long distance for so long, so then moving in together and living together was a lot to adjust to. Obviously, if you've never lived with somebody, and they say like you never know somebody till you live with them. It wasn't like, oh my god, we learned all these new things about each other.
We knew about them for a while, because we were together for a long time before getting married, and you know, you came and visited when I lived at my family's house, and I lived when you lived at yours, and you know. Yeah,
it's not like we were like strangers, you know. So, does your husband actually want you filming everything / to be in your videos?
Yeah, I personally don't care. Like, I mean, I love what Amanda does, and I support her all the way. So, you know, if she wants to film something, that's fine with me. Like, I generally do not care. If anything, I enjoy being in the camera sometimes.
It's so funny because like during Ramadan is when I really got into filming so many TikToks, and it would be like 5 a.m. and I'd have my huge tripod with the camera. He's like, oh god.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
because I feel like I have to like at least look presentable. Yeah. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, like I look horrifying. You know, my hair is like in shambles, and I look like I just got hit by a truck. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't look like this on camera.
No, but he's very supportive and never is like, oh, like, What's your favorite hobby to do together?
Eat.
Literally eat. Okay, since we got married, I would say before we got married, obviously we were long distance, so when we would go and eat, like, we would always be eating out. But now that we're married, we cook like Sunday through Thursday, and then we'll eat out Friday and Saturday. So we cook pretty much healthy during the week, so, and on the weekends even we eat healthy. Like, we'll literally, but yeah, our favorite thing to do is probably just eat and watch shows together, because we
I think we became such homebodies that it's like there's not like specific things. Like we're
so boring.
Yeah. We started going on walks, and those have been fun.
Oh my god, we sound like an old couple.
I know.
We go on walks and watch
shows and TV. What's crazy is like we both generally enjoy those things. Yeah. Like, it's not that we're boring people. We just I would pick a night at my own house over a night out with a bunch of people any day of the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't care.
I think also because when we like travel and we hang out with friends, we like commit to like, we go all out.
Yeah.
So then when so we just like to like most of the time just chill. What advice would you give to you 1 year ago? To myself, I would say chill the heck out. What you mean?
Oh, I saw something.
I just overthought everything, and I'm just a planner. Even to this day, I like to plan and know how things are gonna go. I just tell myself to chill a little bit.
I would say be patient.
With me?
Partly yes. Yeah, be patient. Just know everything's gonna happen at the right time, and you know, not everything's gonna happen overnight. So just you know, pray and live in the moment, and you know, just be happy.
Yeah. How do you split chores around the house?
How do you?
Are you joking?
No, I'm asking.
I don't know. Well, like, we have our routine of things like...
Amanda does our bed.
That's all I do?
No, you'll do a few. You wash the towels.
What do you mean that's all I do?
Have you ever mopped our floors?
No, but that's because you like to mop.
You sound like a crazy person.
You've bought like 3 different mops. I would not want to take that away from you.
Each one is for a different purpose.
I will mop with the Swiffer, but when it comes to like the big mop, I don't like to use it. And I know you like to use it.
So you let me do it?
Yeah.
Thank you, babe.
What things do I do?
Not much.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
I clean the house. Like, we both do.
Yeah, Amanda cleans, actually.
I'm not like you're...
She's not dirty at all. Like, at all. I think people just need to realize how clean I am, and then they'll like understand.
It's literally like, how clean, it's annoying. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think that would get people to understand. Like Amanda's, like, to the normal person, Amanda's probably cleaner than anyone I know. But to me,
there's clean and then there's like Mohammed, which alhamdulillah, like I'm so glad you're that
way. I could be a slob.
No, I'm so glad you're that way.
Thank you.
But anyways, I don't even remember what the question was. How do you, whatever,
No, like Amanda will do a lot of the stuff, like if I'm at work all day.
Like in the morning, I'll like unload the dishwasher and clean the kitchen and all that.
Do the room, all that stuff. And then if it's like the weekend and there's like a big cleaning task, like the floors,
like that, Mohammed usually does that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to do those. When are you guys thinking of having a baby, Mohammed?
Inshallah soon.
Inshallah. Literally the dumbest answer. Inshallah.
No, that's not a dumb answer.
I feel like we're having conversations. It's in the process of being talked about.
Yes.
How do you overcome each other's annoying habits?
That's a good question.
I feel like we both have annoying things that we do.
What do I do that's annoying?
Okay, there's one thing that annoys the heck out of me. It's not something you do, but it's that the hair dryer, it's something he uses every day, so he just keeps it on the bathroom counter.
This is a logical thing.
Okay, no, but it's like the Dyson hairdryer, and it's like right in the middle of the doorway, and it's like these big long cords, and I almost trip over it all the time.
No, you don't.
Yes,
she hasn't tripped over it once.
I almost have a few times.
Once. We've lived in this home for 14 months now.
And then my annoying habit that I know you put up with, because I do it every single night, is flip my pillow 1,000 times till I find the part that I
She like wrestles her pillow. Like physically abuses her pillow, and she complains about her pillow every night, but she sleeps sound throughout the night, every night.
What is one habit you do that your partner has grown to do too after 1 year of marriage?
I actually care about what I eat, like truly. Like I actually look at ingredients now.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I never cared, ever.
What's a habit that I do? I don't know. I mean, I know there's things. Oh, this girl said her boyfriend's asking, how do you guys handle conflict living together?
Talk it out. If you're arguing about something, I always say, like, just both of you, it can be very heated. And if you keep dragging it out, you're gonna just, you're just boiling yourself inside.
Yeah.
So I think you should just both sit down, respect each other, and just talk it out. I think talking it out like mature adults is just the key to solving any conflict. So I would say do that. You know, don't let them storm off. Don't give them their space, because I think every guy now thinks that, like, oh, she just needs her space, like I'm giving her time. That is not the thing, because women, I think, from my opinion, is the more you wait it out and you don't talk about it, the more they're gonna get heated. So hash it out right away.
Do you feel like sometimes we fight, like, and it just is like petty, it gets to be like petty stuff because we spend so much time around each other?
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I think you do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like Amanda will bring up the randomest thing.
Hey.
The randomest thing.
So yeah, I need to not let myself get to that point. Like, just like stop, because sometimes it becomes petty. What is your favorite memory together in this year as a married couple?
Ooh, I would say our honeymoon.
Yeah, our honeymoon was so fun.
Honestly, that was like the best trip of my life. It was our first time really celebrating each other. Being married, because we didn't go on our honeymoon right after. We came home and we had it in Dallas, then we came here and we were like working on this house for 3 weeks, and I went right back to work. So we didn't get to really like enjoy ourselves, like just our time alone. But I think that was like the best part.
It was so much fun. Yeah. What's the best advice you would give a couple just starting their marriage? Just to be patient with each other. And I know that's easier said than done, but
it's very true.
Yeah.
Be patient. Listen to each other.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Like, if you are like uncomfortable about something or annoyed about something,
you're not the only one
having those feelings.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, so just be like, give the other person some grace.
And honestly, I would say one thing that I know has helped us is like, don't let things get like dragged on if they annoy you. Like, if something really bothers you that the other person does, bring it up to them. Like, don't let it, because the more they do it and you don't bring it up to them, you know, the more you're gonna get mad and annoyed and like have different feelings about that person. So just hash it out in the beginning and just figure out what it is. Like, I started washing the dishes or taking over the dishes very early in our marriage, And luckily Amanda was like, okay, fine, like you do them. Because we would argue about them every night.
Yeah.
So then she was like, you know, why don't you just do it and I'll do the countertops. Great.
Yeah.
And that was very early on. Now we don't argue about who does the dishes.
Yeah. So I feel like I was gonna say, like, I remember at the beginning of our marriage when we would argue about little things that seemed like the end of the world at the time, but now looking back, they're so petty. Like, just when you're in it, it can feel like, oh, we're never gonna get through this, like just little art like things. But there's like light at the end of the tunnel, because once you kind of understand your person more, then you'll better figure out how to deal with, like, how to react to things and how not to react. So do you feel like you guys became more like each other, like your personalities blended?
Definitely.
Yeah, 1000%. Like, we have like our own little sayings and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's very bad.
yeah, but we basically like...
Amanda's definitely what I've noticed is like you've definitely like opened up, like,
Really?
especially like in public, like around my family, around my sisters, like you're just more open, you goof around just like the way I do, because I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not like a big extrovert. Like I will go and I'll be like the loudest person in the room, or like cracking jokes at everyone.
Yeah.
And I think Amanda now is like slowly not becoming that bad, but being more open. Like she used to be so shy and like quiet.
Yeah, I think you definitely pushed me to like be more of an extrovert. I mean, I'm not an extrovert completely, but I can be in certain situations.
Yeah, the right people.
Yeah, the right people.
Yeah.
How many kids are you guys planning to have? Honestly, I don't know. Have we ever even talked about this?
I've mentioned it a few times.
Like we said, like three.
Yeah, I would like 2 boys and a girl, but I will be grateful for whatever we get.
Yeah, I don't honestly, after seeing like you know, like Nadine have Zaya and Lena have Elena, I feel like you don't actually know how many kids you really want to have until you're like actually a parent, and see how you can handle it, and then see how you can handle it together.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly the way, like, inshallah, I feel like we would be a really good team as parents.
Yeah.
So I really would love to have like 3 kids, but we'll see once we start having kids. We'll see.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we're really excited for that chapter, inshallah. Okay, those are all the questions we're gonna answer. Thank you for doing this Q&A.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
We are gonna go cook dinner now in a little bit, but I wanted to say thank you to BetterHelp again for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'll see y'all next month whenever I'm allowed back on the camera.
You're always allowed. Bye.